Okay, so regarding our experiment with electrolysis, so first of all, it stinks like hell just from the smell. I understand immediately. I understood that many worms were created inside the mixture because there is a very distinct smell to these worms. It's not like anything else. Like that is created by the Neros. It's not like the microbes or the Neros themselves or the metal jacket or sort of other stuff. But the worms, they have like a very distinct, disgusting smell that you can right away smell. So so it actually contained a lot of worms and actually now living ones also, not only dead ones like the last time. So I disconnected it and I placed. I didn't take a microscopic sample because honestly I have a headache and I want to rest a little bit. But it was so stinking, so I took the two containers, like the one from before and the new one, like the small one, and placed it on the window. And now I'll close the windows and I'll just keep it like that. Maybe I'll add a little bit of oil to the mixture, so it will be better preserved. Again, I should say that storing like containers with new mixtures like that might sound like not the most scientifically sound method, but per se it's not a problem. The problem is that there is not enough oil in the mixture, so they first of all it dries, and even if it doesn't, they don't do well in water. But if it's oily, the fact that it's open to the elements is not a problem. Again, in Venus they are terraforming the planet. It's not that they cannot it's not like they are like delicate robots that can only live in like laboratory conditions. In Venus they are the masters of the planet. They are they build not only terraforming the planet, but on top of that they build also like what I call like bamot, which is like, I don't know, roughly translated as platforms. It's a biblical term, but it's like platforms. Like huge colossi, stuff. According to one hypothesis, but it's apocrypha. It's not it's not scripture. They all create colossi with my own face, which might explain why. I refer to it in the robot saga, what I call the robot saga. To the issue of why my face signifies something. Both in Israeli culture, and this is like that since 100 years ago, like way before I was born. And it's also true in Venus. Like this face signifies something in Venus, at least in some part of Venus. So some say that actually the Neros built colossi with this face, the face that you see right now. Anyway, it's not that they have a problem with being outside per se, but just they need the correct mixture. So maybe if I add oil, it will be fine. Also, I have a lot of trash on because it's not the first time that I place things on the window. So outside, so I found this magnet, which is actually all the other magnet is kind of round, you see. So I placed the magnet on top of it, to signify the spaceship that is sucking all the Neros out of the out of the bodies of the scumbags that have taken it for me. And maybe later today, or I will take a microscopic examination. As I told you, there is a ton of, you can see by the naked eye, there is a lot of worms in here. Many worms. Pretty disgusting. Again, it's not exactly what I wanted. I would prefer, that they will focus on, microscopic life forms with more variety, but so I need to think of how to enhance enhance the symbols, to tell them there are also tweaks to the symbolic language, so maybe they can be focused more on variety of small things and not big stuff, because it's a different think about it, it's completely different kind of projects. Yes, they are both alive, microbes and worms, but it's the difference between constructing a Lego, like a house made of Lego, or the pyramid of Giza. Because the worm is tremendously more larger than any microscopic microbe. It's tremendously larger. So it's a whole different like kind of project. I mean, so it's not that they didn't work, because we see quite a bit of worms and actually quite big ones. So they did work. They did work, but I mean it's not exactly what I wanted. Like, anyway, I'm pretty tired right now, so maybe I'll go to sleep or something like that, and we should take more examination later and see how we want to continue with this line of research.